My name is Dr. Stephen Mulholland, founder and president of Spa Medica. We've been offering aesthetic laser treatments for over 25 years. Laser hair removal was the very first aesthetic laser that I purchased back in 1995-96. We have come a long way. A laser hair removal device is a specific energy-based structure that releases a bundle of energy called a photon, and that photon travels down onto your skin and it attacks specifically and selectively your hair follicle. It kills the hair follicle, leaves the surrounding skin undamaged so you can no longer manufacture hair. Done well with the right laser, it's the only high-speed permanent hair removal you're going to be able to achieve. One of the many benefits of laser hair removal is its speed. We can treat a man's back in 6 to 8 minutes with the high-tech Spa Medica hair removal lasers that we have. A whole woman's leg in 20 minutes. So speed, comfort, we have highly sophisticated cooling techniques and other techniques that we can use like nitrous oxide, which is laughing gas, topical anesthetic cream, and even air chillers to virtually eliminate the pain of permanent hair removal. Efficacy, lasers have come a long way. Typically, if you have dark hair and light skin or dark hair and dark skin, after a series of 5 treatments, we can get upwards of 85 to 90% permanent reduction. The Spa Medica laser hair removal is very successful because we have more lasers than any other clinic in the country that allows us to adapt the right laser for the right kind of hair and skin type that you have. There are different types of lasers. There is something called a long pulse YAG or neodymium YAG that is good for dark skin and dark hair. And we've got 3 or 4 of those. There's another laser called an alexandrite, a 755 nanometer wavelength alexandrite, which is really good for white skin and dark hair. And we've got 2 or 3 of those. There's also another laser called a diode, an 810 nanometer diode, which is good for brownish skin or white skin and dark hair. We have 8 of those different types of wavelengths. So we picked the right laser for you. And when one isn't successfully treating the way we want, we move to another laser. So that's why we get some of the best permanent reduction around. The best time to get laser hair removal is when you are frustrated by hair growth and you want a permanent solution. You might get folliculitis or inflammation from waxing or shaving. You might find that you're just tired of constantly depilating. You might find that you get rashes or irritation from your depilation techniques. You might find that it's on your facial area and electrolysis leaves you with marks or side effects. And so the time to do laser hair removal is when you're fed up with temporary techniques and you want to get rid of that hair once and for all. You must have dark hair, brown or black hair. We cannot do laser hair removal on gray, red, or blonde hair. So you must have dark hair and either white or dark skin. Then we have a laser for you. With modern laser hair removal, there's very little in the way of recovery. We use dynamic cooling techniques. We have great pain control. You might get a little swelling and irritation around the form or side of your hair shaft. Or the first week you might eject some hair shafts out as they die or perish. But basically we shave your hair down to 1 or 2 millimeters. We do our laser treatments very quickly. You eject the dead hair shafts out over about a week. And after a series of treatments, you have no hair. Typically, you can go right back to normal activities that day and right back to exercise the following day. At Spa Medica, we have many laser hair removal alternatives. We have the long pulse YAG, we have the diode, we have the alexandrite, we have a number of IPL systems, and we have the most refined and elegant and high-tech hair removal laser made. It's called the Triton, and it actually has all 3 wavelengths: the long pulse YAG 1064, the 810 diode, and the 755 nanometer Alex in one box. Not only that, it pulse sequences 2 wavelengths at once. So if you have dark hair with dark skin, we use the 1064 and the 810. We fire that simultaneously, 2 wavelengths, bang, 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 bang. If you have light skin dark hair, we use the alexandrite and the diode, synchronous dual wavelength pulsing. The handpiece is called the dual dark for dark skin, dark hair, and dual light for light skin and dark hair. That gives us the best permanent reduction, up to 85% after 3 treatments. No recovery, right back to activities the next day. And so at Spa Medica, we are going to tailor the right laser for the right kind of hair and the right kind of skin tone. Spa Medica is a very frequent choice for Toronto laser hair removal patients because we have more lasers than any other center in the country. We can pick the right laser for your kind of hair and your kind of skin. And if your hair gets acclimated to a specific kind of laser, we switch to another one. So by utilizing our large selection of wavelengths and lasers, we can ensure you get the best possible permanent reduction in the fewest possible number of treatments and the least possible risk. Over the years, I've done many educational television shows designed to educate people around the amazing laser hair removal techniques that we have. Let's take a look.
Strip.
Natural sunscreen.
This is Laurel. She's our patient this morning. Dr. Stephen Mulholland, 25 minutes.
Yeah, hair removal is still the number one thing that we do with lasers, and high speed and efficacious. So this is the Vectus laser, and we can do the whole leg in about 4 minutes. Very simple to do. And so with these new products, large spot size, high repetition rate, and it works. And so we simply point and shoot, large spot size with the Vectus, and we're targeting dark hairs.
Yeah, they have to be dark hairs. Blonde hairs, gray hairs, it's not going to work. That's when you do have to get electrolysis.
Absolutely right. And so we can do with this, with the Vectus, we can do the entire body, lip, chin, armpit, bikini, and leg, or a man's chest and back in about 20 minutes.
Okay, so this is one treatment. You're going to have to get another treatment,
So
or maybe even another
It's usually
one.
a series of 4 or 5 sessions.
Not bad at all.
And it's about whenever you see the hair grow, so every 6 to 8 weeks. After that, we can usually kill about 80% of the hair.
Wow.
80% of the hair. And we will mix up machines. So if, let's say the Vectus is as optimal permanent reduction after 2 or 3 treatments, but there's some resistant hair, we'll switch to another machine, which has another wavelength. So the secret is multiple wavelengths, high speed, painless. Did that hurt, Laurel?
Not at all.
So customers don't like to have a lot of pain. Patients don't want pain, but they want outcome. So we've gotten very good with lasers at killing hair with less pain, and we're still up to about 80%. So if you look at these types of individuals, that man's back was done in about 6 minutes, and he came 8 times between 2 different types of lasers. He'll never have to shave or wax his back again.
You're going to have a lot of ladies calling today going, "Hi, Dr. Mulholland, I'd like to make an appointment for my husband."
Well, man's chest and back is about 25% of our patients are men now, believe that or not. Is most men, you know, if they have a lot of hair on the chest and the back, they'll go through a lot of dress shirts, and it can be sometimes socially embarrassing. So
Yes, exactly. And I know that there's an upkeep program, and you might
Yes.
have to come a couple of times a year just for the upkeep, for the little
Right.
bit of hair that might grow back
we
over
call
the
it
years.
our hair removal club. Once you've done your 5 treatments and you've got 80% of your hair gone, you can come as often as you want for any kind of maintenance treatment.
It's a club at Spa Medica. I love it. Laurel, thank you so much, and I love the blue hair.
Well, thank you.
Adorable. I love it. Okay, heading back to the station. More non-invasive, non-surgical treatments when we come back here with Dr. Stephen Mulholland, Spa Medica. 4 minutes for the legs.
Still to come, hair today, gone tomorrow. Coming up in Family Health, we're going to examine the issue of hair removal. What works, what it costs, and how much it's going to hurt. Welcome back. Well, this is the time of the year when we show a little extra skin. And many people are a bit more concerned about getting rid of unwanted hair.
So what's your best bet? Shaving, waxing, laser hair removal. Our health specialist Beatrice Politi takes a look at the brand new treatment, plus some of the old standbys. Good evening, Beatrice.
Good evening, Ann and Leslie. There's a few factors to consider: price, pain level, and effectiveness.
Parvane Siddiqui still waxes her arms, but not her legs. She's found something else.
Recently I decided to do the laser, which is, I am very happy, and is freedom.
Crystal Field used to wax as well, but found it was time-consuming. Laser has worked for her, except for this one problem.
I wouldn't use the term painful, but it was uncomfortable.
Now there's a new laser machine on the market that promises to take away the pain and remove hair faster. This is the old version, the Light Shear Duo, and this is the new Light Shear Duet.
You've got 5 times the surface area for each pulse. It also has a chamber, so when I place it on the skin, it sucks the skin up. And that alters the characteristics of the blood flow and the nerve sensation.
Which means less ouch, a big plus for Stéphane Pernoud.
The waxing was painful. I tried lasers and I found them to be pretty painful.
This is the first time Field and Pernoud are trying out the new technology.
After 5 treatments on the Light Shear Duet, about 75% of hair doesn't grow back. And for the average small zone, bikini, armpit, chin, sideburn for a woman, you're looking at those 5 treatments are going to cost you less than $1,000.
But in the short term, more than shaving and more than 5 waxes, things you have to keep doing to keep the hair away. One hitch with lasers, you need dark pigment in your hair.
Other disadvantages, if you are gray, blonde, or white-haired, you're out of luck. We need a target, we need a color for that hair laser wavelength to be attracted to.
So is the pain-free claim really true?
It's much gentler. I don't feel the snap that I used to feel with the Light Shear.
You know, there's odd times, you know, a snap, you know, like a mosquito bite, but it just feels like a warm massage.
If you're thinking about the laser system for your legs, it's probably closer to about $2,000 for roughly 6 treatments. As for waxing, the cost for a full leg is about $60 a session. So you can do the math with that. Over a lifetime, the waxing might actually be more expensive than getting the laser done if it indeed takes away 80%
Take out
of the
a
hair.
mortgage.
Yeah, it's true. It's because it's a lot of money to lay it out front, right? It's $60 at a time with waxing. You probably don't think about it that much, but depends on where you're at.
You know, I think if you're a woman with a lot of hair, and sometimes it can be very discomforting how much hair you have. The laser treatments are amazing.
And great for the guys, too.
Yeah,
it's true.
All I keep seeing is Steve Carell and the 40-year-old yelling Kelly Clarkson.
If that screech wasn't enough to put you off waxing, I don't know.
I'm sorry, I digress.
Hey guys, good morning. You know, I was talking to Kevin not too long ago, and I said, how much money would you pay to never have to shave again? I think he said $5 million. $5 million that he doesn't have. But Dr. Stephen Mulholland, I was actually talking to you about men's hair removal on the face. Can that be done?
Yeah, men get irritation under their neckline when they shave, or they have to shave up close to their eyelids.
Yes.
If you have that kind of hair, most men want that reduced, and laser hair removal, especially these new technologies, very good for that.
So you can reduce it.
Permanently reduce it, yeah, absolutely. And then for men, backs and upper chest
Right over there?
Yeah, a man's back.
Yeah.
And women, facial hair and leg hair and bikini hair, very, very common.
Okay, so I know that, I don't know if this is still true, when you have light hair, that's really hard to remove.
Yeah, light hair, gray, blonde, and red hair, much more difficult because it attacks the pigment.
But can you do it?
Not very effectively. Usually that's going to be waxing and electrolysis.
All right.
But if you have white skin or dark skin and dark hair, these products are made for that.
Okay, so Laurel is here. Thank you so much for coming in today, Laurel. What are we doing on Laurel's
What you see
leg?
here, this is called the Diolaze. This is the newest generation of hair removal because, you know, hair removal to be effective, it usually has to hurt. So we use numbing cream and other techniques. This is a scanned device that is very fast but extremely cold. It cools the skin, so you don't need numbing cream, almost painless. So I'll show how it works. It's basically the Diolaze is a scanned diode. Sort of very quickly you can treat the entire lower leg in about 8 minutes.
Wow.
Very fast. And because it's so cold, a woman doesn't feel pain. So it's removed that
No pain, Laurel?
factor.
Nope. No pain.
Now if we look up to the screen here, you can see that's the image of her leg, an infrared image. And in the other treatment, it was white hot. You can see how it's almost blue to black cold. We basically created an ice cube while we're treating because it's so cold, and then you don't feel the discomfort of the hair reduction.
Wow.
So very fast,
So
very
you're doing
effective.
this treatment, how many more treatments?
So generally do 1 treatment about every month. You might do 5 treatments. The average result is about 85% permanent reduction after 5 treatments.
Okay, how much is this going to cost? I haven't talked to you about prices yet, but approximately how much could this cost? Like a range?
Right, a range. Like most things like that facial thing we did or this hair reduction. When it's a laser treatment in a doctor's overseen environment, usually you're going to spend between $250 to maybe $500 a treatment, and you might do it once every month to 6 weeks. So at the end of that 5 treatments, it might cost you upwards of $1,500 to $2,000, but you're not doing waxing, you're not shaving, there's no depilatories, you don't have to worry about the bumps and lumps in your bikini area, and you're hair free for the rest of your life.
Yeah, because I'm going to have a bikini on very soon, Dr. Mulholland.
Well, thank God you're starting now then.
Thank goodness, thank goodness. Okay, well, we're hanging out with Dr. Stephen Mulholland at Spa Medica, and what are we doing next?
We're going to remove tattoos.
We're removing tattoos when we come back. It's a new way, something you've never seen before. We're going to head back.